Life could be a dream. Life could be a dream.
Hello everyone. Today I am going to explain you the new topic, marketing research. In this video, I will be explaining the meaning of marketing research, its objectives, process followed in marketing research, its limitations and types of marketing research. Now, let's see the meaning of marketing research. First of all, the origin and the development of marketing research was started in England. German professor Wilhelm Wössofen is known as the father of marketing research. According to American Marketing Association, they define the marketing research as the systematic gathering, recording, and analysis of data about problems relating to the marketing of goods and services. In fact, marketing management is nothing but marketing research. With the expansion of business, marketing management becomes complex. It has to rely heavily on marketing research for solving problems in the field of marketing. In marketing research, satisfaction of customer is the main aim of the marketing. So, the basic reason for carrying out the marketing research is to find out the changes in the consumer behavior due to change in elements of the marketing mix like product, price, place, promotion, etc. The marketers need to know the changing trends in the market, like changes in the customer taste and preferences, the new product launched in the market, price of the competitor's product, and the close substitute of the product, etc. So, marketing research is the systematic collection, analysis, and interpretation of data pertaining to the marketing conditions. It is the systematic gathering, recording, and analysis of both the quantitative and qualitative data about issues relating to marketing products and services. The goal of marketing research is to identify and assess how changing elements of the marketing mix impact consumer behavior. So now, according to definitions, we can say marketing research is a systematic and exhaustive research to find out the facts related to any problem in the field of marketing. Now, let's see the objectives of marketing research. First one is to provide basis for proper planning. Marketing and sales forecast research provides sound basis for the information of all marketing plans, policies, program and procedures. Marketing research help in reducing the marketing cost. Marketing research provides ways and means to reduce marketing costs like selling, advertisement and distribution, etc. etc. To find out new market for the product. Marketing research aims to exploring new markets for the product and maintaining the existing ones. To determine proper price policy. Marketing research is considered helpful in the formulation of proper price policy with regards to the products. Next, to study in details likes and dislikes of the consumers. Marketing research tries to find out what the consumers think and want. It keeps us in touch with the consumers' minds and to study their likes and dislikes. Next, to know the market competition. Marketing research also aims at knowing the quantum of competition prevalent in the market about the product. The company may need reliable information about competitors' moves and their strategies, which are of the immense significance for further planning. To study the external forces and their impact, marketing research provides valuable information by studying the impact of external forces on the organization. External forces may include conditions developing in foreign markets, government policies and regulations, consumer incomes and spending habits, new products entering in the market, and their impact on the company's products. Now, let's see the process followed in the marketing research. Marketing research involves a systematic and scientific methodology in collection, processing, and interpretation of marketing data. The logical steps undertaken in conducting a proper marketing research are as follows. First one, define the problems. The foremost decision that every firm has to undertake is to find out the problem for which the research is to be conducted. The problem must be defined adequately because if it is too vague, then it may result in wastage of scarce resources. And if it is too narrow, then the exact conclusions cannot be drawn. So, the researcher should clearly understand the nature and the scope of the problem being undertaken by him. If he clearly defines and understands the problem, it will make his task easier. The researcher should define the problem by taking into consideration the effect of price changes, advertisement, role of competition, effectiveness of selling methods, tastes and preferences of the consumer etc. The second step is establishing the specific objectives. After understanding the problems, the next step is to develop certain objectives to be achieved by the researchers by conducting the research. The objectives to be laid down should be self-explanatory and clearly understandable. The third one is formulation of research plan. After the determination of objectives, overall planning of research project is of utmost necessity. It relates to determination of plan pertaining to research. Planning may be in relation to problems regarding questionnaire and other forms, selection and training of staff conducting research, or designing and selection of proper sample for research, or it may be determining cost, estimates and preparation of budget for research. Next, collection of data. Now, the researchers can proceed with the process of collecting information from various sources. The sources may be either primary or the secondary source. The primary source may relate to original data collected by the researchers through interviews, questionnaires, and survey, etc. The information may be directly collected by interviewing customers, marketing intermediaries, and dealers, etc. The secondary sources of information includes government publications, publications of private institutions like trade associations and chamber of commerce. Now, next step is analyzing the information collected. After collecting the information, it should be analyzed and processed properly. Data processing equipment of the analysis may be applied. After analysis, it is tabulated and arranged in orderly form. The researcher clearly understands the meaning of data by understanding the process of analysis. Step 6 is drawing conclusions and making recommendations. After analyzing and interpreting the data, various conclusions and end results are derived and recommendations are made to management to take necessary steps. The last one is the preparation of report. A written report containing findings and recommendations of the study should be presented to the management. The report should be precise and in the written form in a simple language. The report should highlight the alternative solution to the marketing problem under study. Next one is types of marketing research. Let's see what are the different types of marketing research. First one is exploratory market research. In this, the researcher uses the exploratory research when he has very little information about the research problem and needs to gain insights about it before finding the solution to it. It requires the researchers to clear his concepts, gain insights, formulate problems, eliminate impractical ideas, and formulate a hypothesis to check the relevancy of the research design. This can be done by using the secondary data, that is, information available both inside and outside the organizations, conducting observational studies, consulting experts, and processing feedbacks from the marketplace and surveys. The next one is the descriptive type of market research. The descriptive research is concerned with testing the hypothesis to find out the accurate answer of the research problem, such as who are the prospective buyers of the products, how the products are consumed, what fraction of the population uses the product, or what is the demand forecast, and who are the potential competitors. The objective of the descriptive market research is to measure the frequency with which the things occur and the extent to which the variables under study are correlated. The next type is casual market research. The casual market research is conducted to establish the cause and the effect relationship between the variables, such as if packaging of a product is changed, then what will be the effect on the product durability? Thus, this research is carried out to explain the facts that why a certain change in one variable is observed due to the change in the other. The last type is predictive market research. As the name suggests, the predictive research. Predictive research is conducted to forecast or predict certain market variable for which the research is designed, such as predicting the future sales, projection of growth, test market to predict the success of a new product, defining of a firm's product line, etc. Now, let's see some of the limitations of marketing research. There are few limitations of marketing research, that is, It requires large finance on account of its costly techniques. Small firms can't afford it. Its techniques are applicable in gathering and interpreting information from human beings. The information given by individuals may not be correct, which ultimately affect the results shown by the marketing research. It provides only probable, complex, and abstract solution, where as traditional management expects definite, simple, and concrete solutions. It can't be carried out successfully when some executive prefer to rely more on their own judgment and decisions. The last one is it can be profitably and effectively carried out by experts possessing sound knowledge of statistics, data processing, and operational research, etc. These competent and expert personnel may not be available, so these can becomes the limitations of marketing research. Due to that, some may face problems in conducting the marketing research process.